Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you about trim marks or crop marks in Adobe Illustrator. So trim marks are usually used in publishing industry. So imagine that you've worked on a poster and now you want to print it out. The thing that you should consider is that placing the trim marks on your document, basically when you place trim marks on your document, you show them to where to cut the pages and get rid of the unnecessary parts. Like right here, imagine that you print all of this picture, for example, like let's say all of this. So you need to print, you need to cut the edges like over here, down here, and up here. So this is an imaginary picture. These are not print. These will not print in a real print. So basically when you want to print a page like a poster, you need to place trim marks on the corners of your document, basically to define where to trim away the outer edges of your artwork or document. And when you do this, then you have only your work and none of the unnecessary parts. So this is very similar to bleed options, but the difference is that trim marks or crop marks are printed when you're printing your work. So that is the difference. So it is used in hand printing or commercial print production. Let's talk about it a little bit more. To be more precise, I'm going to open a new document. No, let's close this one. And all right, so let's open this document. And as you can see, there is a lot of like unnecessary parts in my document. So let's say that I want to print this document, but I don't want these parts over here, as you can see. So let's the thing that I'm gonna do is place trim marks to specify where I should cut the paper. So let's see how it works. First of all, click on an object or objects that you want to print. So I want to choose all of these. As you can see, they are all selected. And then you need to go to object and click on create trim marks. So again, first you need to go click on selection tool and select the object that you want to put trim markers on. So in my case, it is all of the objects present here. So I'm gonna select all of them and then go to object and click on create trim marks. So let's click on this and see what happens. So these are, do you see these lines over here? So these are trim marks. All right, so you can either use the selection tool to like change it like this. As you can see, you can change it like this. So this is good, and a little bit over here, and a bit like over here. So you can either use this or you can use the direct selection tool and change each of these trim marks manually like this. So this is what you can do. So let's hit undo. All right, so this is the thing that you can do. And another thing, you can delete any of these lines or trim marks if you want. So to do that, use the direct selection tool and click on any of these trim marks and simply hit the delete key button on your keyboard. So as you can see, now it is deleted like this. So let's delete this one too, just so you can see that more clearly. So you can do this too. So let's say that, okay, let's go back. All right, so again, let's select all of our object, go to object and create trim marks. So let's say that I want to delete all of these vertical lines or trim marks for some reason. All right, so now we are left with only horizontal trim marks. So this is the thing that you can do if you prefer it this way. All right, so another thing that you can do is changing the color of these trim marks. So to do this, you can easily go to direct selection tool, select direct selection tool, and then click on any of these trim marks, and then click on stroke over here, which is right now in black. So let's zoom in so that you can see the changes in color more clearly. So this is our trim mark. So let's click on it and then go over here, click on stroke or double click on it. And then let's say I want to change it to red. So when I hit OK, as you can see, it changed to red. So it might come in handy if you're printing your document in color mode and not black and white. So it might help you to, I don't know, see them more clearly on paper. So this is another thing that you can do when working with trim marks. So guys, this is it. We are done with this lesson. See you in the next one. Have fun.